Hello everyone, how you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. It is Monday, July 11th, 2016. I'm Darkside Phil, and this is my gameplay stream for today. Today we'll be playing the conclusion of... Oh my god, I'm drinking, ooh. I'm drinking a Kickstart coconut water drink here. And it is carbonated, and it is making me very bloated. Let's put it that way. So anyway... today is the conclusion of Resident Evil 5 Remastered on the stream, okay? And if you're not caught up, which you should be, obviously, if you're watching today's stream, but just in case if you aren't, we're basically starting the final level right now. That's going to be the beginning of the gameplay of the stream, is the final level of Resident Evil 5. Now, if you remember correctly, it's very difficult, and it's also very long. There's a gauntlet of enemies, followed by 2 Wesker boss fights, both of which kind of have a trick to them. And I don't know if I'm going to remember what the trick is. I know that there's one Wesker fight where you have to use an RPG, but that's not how you actually beat him. I think that's how you, like, distract him, so that you can do some kind of a quick time with him. But I don't really remember too much about it. I remember that when I first played this game, I had a co-op partner. We were playing it online together. And we had killed the Excella boss. And we thought, oh man, this has to be the finale, the end, right? And we were both getting tired, and we're like, well, we'll play a little bit longer just to the end to finish the game up. And so we go into the Wesker fight. And I remember the first phase of the Wesker fight took us like over 30 minutes to figure out. And then there's another one, and that one took us like an hour, and we still couldn't figure it out. So something that we thought was going to take like 10 minutes, we played for like almost 2 hours and still didn't beat the game, which is pretty funny in my opinion, but I had to go back later to beat it. So, today, my focus on the stream is number 1, to finish the game. I don't know how long it's going to take. It could take me 20 minutes, it could take me 3 hours, the entirety of the stream. I don't know. It all depends on how I do, and if I can remember what I'm supposed to do, because as you've seen during the course of Resident Evil 5, a lot of these boss fights are not as straightforward as previous boss fights in these games. They're more puzzles than anything else. So, we'll see how it goes, alright? Now, if I finish the campaign of Resident Evil 5 early, meaning, let's say I finish it in 1 to 2 hours, and we have some extra time on today's stream, then what I'll be doing is some of the mercs, the merc mode of this game, which is apparently an amalgamation of all of the mercs modes from the Resident Evil 5 releases. So it's going to have the original mercs stuff, it's going to have the DLC mercs content from the 2 DLC packs for Resident Evil 5, but it's also going to contain the newer mode from the PC version of the game that was released several years ago. So it's kind of like the only time when all of these have been together in one place on console. Apparently, PC has had this already, but consoles have never had all this stuff together. So that is going to be today's gameplay stream, the conclusion of the campaign of Resident Evil 5 Remastered, and then the possibility of, and more than honestly likely, some mercs gameplay. Alright, so that way I'll have a taste of everything of the game. Later tonight, I'll be doing some Persona 3. It will be offline. I won't be live streaming that, but I will be doing about 2 new hours of Persona 3. That I will upload to DSPGaming, obviously. Tomorrow, it's been confirmed. Tomorrow, I'll be doing the new Black Ops 3 Zombies cooperative map. The name of the DLC pack for the day is called Descent. But the actual map for the zombies is something to do with like a throwback. It's supposed to be a more old school map. But at the same time, apparently the map has a fucking dragon and giant robots. So figure that one out. A zombies map with a dragon and giant fucking mech robots. I don't know what they're doing with these zombie maps anymore with Black Ops. I think that they've completely lost their minds. And the reason that they're doing this is because they want to do something different, but they don't know what to do. You know? So, they're going completely wild with some of this shit. I mean, it's out of control. But anyway, that's going to be tomorrow. It's going to be myself, the Area Lord, Nestor, and actually it's going to be a friend of Nestor, or I should say Coruchado, because that's what he goes by online, but, you know, I know him as Nestor. That's his real name. He'll have a friend of his joining us, so it will be a full 4-player co-op of the new Zombies map. Now, if you didn't see our last co-op in Black Ops 3, it was amazing. It was, like, really good. We did incredibly well. We only died once. And we had an incredibly long and just really, you know, great run where we did almost all of the Easter egg right there on launch day, which, you know, trying to figure out the Easter egg on launch day could be a huge pain in the ass. But we did almost all of it, and it was a lot of fun. It was the best we had ever done in a Zombies cooperative gameplay. So, of course, now we're wondering, will we be able to do just as good, right? So I guess we'll see. We shall see what happens. But I'm excited for it. I love doing the zombie co-op with them. You know, we've done every single one so far since the release of Black Ops 3 last year. And continuing on, I believe there's going to be one more. There's supposed to be one more map pack for Black Ops 3 coming. Not sure when it's going to be. But it's been fun. It's been a fun to be doing this all throughout the year. And if anything, you know, even though I'm highly critical of Black Ops 3, I do think these zombie maps are probably the best part of the entire game. So that's going to be tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm also going to check out the 4 new multiplayer maps that are available with this Descent DLC. I'll be doing that tomorrow night, okay? And then this Wednesday, I'm going to bite the bullet and I'm going to play the Ghostbusters game. It's $50, alright? $50. And it's, in my opinion, way overpriced. You know, right now a lot of reviews are coming out for the Ghostbusters movie. They seem to be mixed. Some people absolutely are kissing the movie's ass. Some people are saying it's not very good, and some people are saying it exists. It's not great, it's not bad, it just is. So, kind of a weird situation where the critics are completely all over the place with the movie. Will it be like that with the game? I don't know. I saw the trailer for the game, and the game looks absolutely god-awful. It really does. But I'm going to bite the bullet, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to play the game starting Wednesday. So Wednesday and Thursday, maybe even Friday, depending on how long the game is, I'll be playing the Ghostbusters game. I can't fucking wait. That'll be so exciting. I cannot wait. Well, if you want to see probably one of my worst playthroughs ever because of the game, join me this Wednesday, okay? So that's the rough schedule. You know, later this weekend, we'll see how much time we have, if I'm going to do more Persona 3 or maybe some Overwatch or something. But we'll see, all right? We'll see. Okay, ladies and gents, so that's the rough schedule for the next few days. There's not much else going on with me. Last night, I did release the weekend preview, where I thoroughly explained that I'm taking time off next week and how it's going to work. I don't want to go into too much detail about that here, since I already thoroughly explained it last night in the weekend preview. So I strongly recommend that you check it out over on the King of Hate Vlogs channel. Oof. Oh my god, excuse me. So please do, so that way there's no confusion, and people are like, where's Phil? What's going on with Phil? It's all explained. All right. All right, what else? I still have nasal drip. I once again woke up this morning, sore throat. I was like, ugh. I've been trying to clear it out. I've semi-cleared it out, but not fully. It sucks. I don't like it. I'm hoping that it'll go away in the next few weeks, but it seems like these warmer months, I'm always afflicted by this bullshit. And I apologize for that, obviously. It's not exactly the most entertaining thing to hear me snorting and freaking, you know, nose getting all sniffled and shit and clearing my throat. I hate doing it, but I have to do it. It's just a necessary evil, alright? Alright, that's it. I'm not even going to go too far into anything. I'm just going to say, you know, very quickly here with the plugs. As you know, follow me on social media at They Call Me DSP for daily schedule updates and other stuff. Please check out my review channel, KO Gaming 1. for edited content. This week in particular on KO Gaming, you're going to see both a review of the Black Ops 3 DLC Descent Pack, as well as the Ghostbusters game once I play it later this week. Please check out my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidefil. Pledges this month or contribute to the monthly goal of bringing back the Patron's Choice playthrough, where you'll be able to nominate and vote on a game for me to play in September. So that's cool. About 3 more weeks to pledge to that. There's also the Amazon Associate link in the description of all of my videos and streams. And tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, there's a big event on Amazon. I don't know how many people have heard about this. It's Amazon Prime a day, where I guess for 24 hours, like every 20 minutes, there's going to be some crazy different deal on Amazon. But you have to be an Amazon Prime member in order to take advantage of these deals. So if you're planning on doing that, please use the Amazon Associate link. If you click on that when you are upgrading to Amazon Prime and you go shopping during the day, I will get referral credit on anything that you buy during the day, and it helps my business significantly. So being that tomorrow is one of the major days when it makes sense to be an Amazon Prime member and shop on Amazon, please use the link to give me a little bit of a boost and keep this business going, so I can keep giving you free videos and all kinds of stuff every single day. All right? And last but not least, please check out my girlfriend Leanna's business, The Black Current, where she sells handmade glycerin soaps and wax tart melts. Etsy.com/shop/The Black Current. Right now, she's doing pretty good for this month. I believe, only being 11 days into the month, she's got a pretty decent amount of orders. But, it does not mean that you should hold off. You should definitely check out her stuff. I washed with it. Last night I washed with it, and it was great. She's got nothing but positive feedback. If you don't believe me, check the website yourself. It's all there. All right, everyone. Thanks. That's it. I told you I was going to do really quick plugs. The plugs are now over. And now it is time to begin with Resident Evil 5 Remastered's conclusion, all right? Thank you for watching. Let us begin. Here we go.